I always thought I'd know, if something was off. They say you can feel it, a shift, a strange silence, a look that lingers too long or doesn't linger at all. But when it happened to me, it was quieter than I expected. No lipstick on the collar, no secret messages, no perfume that wasn't mine. Just a slow unraveling I couldn't quite name. It started with his phone. He used to leave it on the counter, on the couch, in the bathroom. He never cared. But then, suddenly, it was always in his pocket, screen down, notifications off. I told myself not to overthink it. We were busy, tired, married for 7 years. People changed. Then came the late nights. Work's been crazy, he said. I believed him. He's always been ambitious, driven, the kind of man who'd stay until midnight for a project no one else would care about, but it kept happening. Week after week. And when he did come home, he smelled different. Like a hotel hallway. Like someone else's skin. Still, I didn't want to be that wife, the paranoid one. The one who snoops and accuses without proof. So I stayed quiet, but the silence was louder than I could take. One night, I finally asked him, "Is there something going on?" He laughed. "God, no. What are you talking about? You're being crazy." And just like that, I felt small, ashamed. Maybe I was imagining things until I wasn't. It was a Wednesday. I remember because I had therapy that morning and cried the entire session without knowing why. I came home exhausted and curled up on the couch with his laptop, the only one not password protected. I just wanted to stream a show, but his email was open. Right there. An unread message from someone named Lena. I told myself, don't click it. Just close the tab. Respect his privacy. But my hands didn't listen. It wasn't just one email. It was a thread. Weeks of them. Photos, plans, hotel confirmations. And worse words. God, I wish I was waking up next to you right now. I hate going home after you. Feels like lying. I can't believe how alive you make me feel. I sat there, frozen. My heart wasn't racing, it was numb. My body forgot how to be mine. The world was both too loud and too quiet. I didn't confront him that night or the next. I waited 3 days. I don't know why. Maybe I needed to collect the pieces of myself. Maybe I wanted to believe there was a version of the story where it wasn't true. But when I finally showed him the emails, he didn't deny it. He didn't even look surprised. Instead, he sat down, sighed, and said, "I didn't mean for it to happen." That phrase. So ordinary, so rehearsed. Like he was reading from some universal script for cheating husbands. I asked him how long. He said, 6 months. I think it was longer. I'll never know the full truth. He swore it was over. He said he still loved me. He cried. He begged, but the damage was done. Not just to our marriage, but to the version of reality I had trusted for years. He wasn't just my husband. He was the person I'd chosen to build a life with. And he'd let someone else into that life without even blinking. The hardest part? It wasn't the betrayal itself. It was how easily he lived 2 lives. How effortlessly he looked me in the eye every morning, said, "I love you" at night. Made dinner, paid bills. Held my hand in front of friends. As if nothing was wrong. As if I was enough. Until I wasn't. I left 2 weeks later. Packed a bag, got an Airbnb, and stayed with a friend while I figured things out. He kept texting, calling, telling me it was a mistake, telling me I could forgive him. That couple survived this all the time. Maybe they do. But I didn't want to survive. I wanted to live. So I filed for divorce, and it was messy, lonely, brutal. There were nights I questioned everything, including myself. But somewhere along the way, I realized something. His betrayal wasn't about me. It wasn't because I wasn't pretty enough or exciting enough or loving enough. It was because he wasn't enough. Not for himself, not for the life he built. And instead of facing that, he ran into someone else's arms. But I faced it. I stood in the wreckage. I cried. I rebuilt. And today, I'm still rebuilding. But I'm free.